Humanity, look how far you've fallen, flocking together like moths to a light, seeking entertainment from strangers, who in turn are seeking freedom from their everyday lives, looking for identity, for a glorious purpose. Join me, and I will give you what you need.
By giving you some fun content. Hello, friends of the internet, and the day has finally arrived. It is Loki Day! I have been a fan of Loki since 2011 when Thor came out, and he was just like this cute prince, and then he found out he was a frost giant, and that one scene where he's like, "Who am I?" And Odin's like, "You're my son." And Loki's like, "What more than that? The casket wasn't the only thing you took from Jotunheim that day, was it? And it all makes sense now why you favored Thor all these years, because no matter how much you claim to love me, you can never have a frost giant on the throne of Asgard." Sorry, I'm getting carried away. But basically, I loved him since then. And then it got even more elevated as he was in Avengers, and then Dark World, and then Ragnarok. He was honestly my favorite part of the whole movie. And then they did Infinity War, and I refused to watch that movie again just because of that one scene. But then Endgame happened, and it's like, oh, and then now we're here in the Loki series, and I am freaking out. Like, I am super excited. Like, I've been wanting a solo Loki movie for forever. Like, when he came out in the 2013 Comic-Con to release the trailer for Dark World, and he's like that sparked so many, not just me, so many of the Loki fans in wanting the movie. Like, I remember Free Loki, which was a petition to make sure that Loki has his own movie, solo movie, and I think Tom wanted something like this, something that will define and develop Loki's character even more than what he already is. And we're finally here. We're finally having something that is only Loki. He's no longer going to be overshadowed by his brother. And don't get me wrong, I like Thor. I just always preferred Loki over him. And I remember used to fighting my friends over who was better, Loki or Thor. And I'm like, "It's Loki." And they're like, "It's Thor." And I'm like, "No, Loki." So, yeah, I'm just super excited about this, and hence why I'm rambling about my history of Loki. So yeah, as well as it being Loki Day, it's also something special for me because this is my very first reaction video on my channel. I can do another video to explain like my history and what's to come, what I plan to do with this channel. But basically, I am horrible at watching things on my own. I'll start a series and go like binge, and then I get a little worn out on it, or I want to start watching something else, and I just stop and I never finish. And if I do get in the mood for that, I don't remember what happened before, so I'll start from the beginning and re-watch up until the point where I stopped before, and maybe I'll go a little further, but I'm horrible at finishing and watching something unless I like really love it and it's not like a huge 10-season series. And even movies. I have to be really into the movie. Otherwise, I never finish them. Like, I'll stop halfway through or with like 45 minutes left, and and never go back and finish them. And then I discovered reaction videos, and suddenly I am watching full series with reactors, and I realized I just don't like watching things alone. I prefer to have someone who will discuss things with me, who I can see another point of view of a series about that I love, and it's just fun. And so I decided to make my own reaction channel. I've been debating doing this for like about a year and a half. Well, probably 2 years now, I should say. That's about how long it's been since I first started watching reactions. And I just kept putting it off. I got super busy at work. The pandemic happened. I got a new job. I had 3 months off because after I got hired, the pandemic had to shut down again. And during that time, I kind of was doing other things, and then there was the whole, what do I react to? What do I watch? And I have a few ideas, but it's like, how do I start? When do I start? And then it hit me, the Loki series. I've been a fan of Loki since forever. I love this. I want to watch this. I'm super excited about this. I'm probably going to have a lot of reactions to this. So, yeah, we're doing Loki. So I really hope you enjoy this. Thank you for listening to my rambles and my history. And yeah, I decided to dress up today. I have my Loki wig on, got my makeup done, got a dress that was in my closet and put some of my cosplay stuff on it to try and make it Loki-esque. I really wish I had horns, but unfortunately they're not going to be here until July, I think. So maybe at the end of the series I'll be dressed up again with my horns. 'Cause in real life I'm a redhead, not black. So yeah, I'm a ginger. Anywho, let's get started on Loki. Okay, I'm so excited. If the side note ahead of time, since this is my first reaction video, if you have any notes, any comments about how I can improve the quality or improve in some way to make these reactions better, just let me know in the comments. And because like I said, this is my first time doing this and I want it to go well. So any advice, just let me know. Thank you so much. And so let's Loki. I'm low-key excited. Okay. We're doing this. I like the music.
I am Loki of Asgard. And I am...
Oh no.
Never mind.
Never
Don't
mind.
touch that.
He's gonna try and steal that back, isn't he? That's very Doctor Who. You know, in Boomtown, where the doctor kept bringing Margaret back.
Can you at least tell me what it is?
It's a tesseract. Be very careful with it.
Sounds dumb.
Sounds dumb. How is he suddenly dressed? That's crazy.
What?
That is much too short for him.
Sign this too.
The pile should be at least this tall. I mean, he has a silver tongue.
Confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
What?
I wonder if that's foreshadowing of anything.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move along, sir.
Take a ticket. There's only 2 of us in here.
Take a ticket.
What is this, the DMV? I wonder who the other guy is. Is that Tara Strong?
Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes, and it's my job to catch you up before you stand trial for your crime. Last multiversal war, countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, a multiverse into a single timeline. The sacred timeline, which left unchecked, could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war, and set time back on its predetermined
This feels very
path.
sinister to me.
Now that your actions have...
For me, Buckethead.
No! I was liking him! I guess he wasn't
Thanks
important.
for visiting the TVA. Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
I wonder if somehow this is going to result in another timeline war, and that's going to create the multiverse. 1549.
The hunter.
Mephisto?
Sir, there's something
That's
you
really
want to see.
cool, to be honest. The doors. Loki.
Next case, please. Lead.
Madam, a god doesn't plead. Look, this has been a very enjoyable pantomime, but I'd like to go home now.
Are you guilty
god
or not
doesn't
guilty,
plead.
sir?
You speak of time criminals? It's they you should be after. Perhaps you could provide me with a task force and resources, and I could return and eliminate them for you.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
I mean,
No.
it's true.
What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was
Interesting.
not.
Oh no. It suppresses his magic, doesn't it? The collar on his
going on?
neck.
Hang on. Everyone quiet.
He's trying to use his powers, ma'am.
Don't rush me.
Powers, they're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laufeyson.
Oh.
The court finds in it never was.
You have no idea what I'm capable of!
I think I might have an idea of what he's capable of.
Okay. I feel like I'm always looking up to you. I like it. It's appropriate.
Ship? Maybe? I have a feeling they're gonna be like inside of something, like a dome
That's not
or
real.
something.
It is, and unfortunately, so is all the paper. But you do like to lie, which you just did, because we both know you love to talk.
It's true. That's why his thing
How long
of
have you
stack
been
of
here?
papers should have been big.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we? See you again someday.
I can't believe you were D.B. Cooper. Come on.
I was young and I lost a bet to Thor. Where was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men?
Well, we were right there with you, just surfing that sacred timeline.
Also, that
Oh,
had the
that's
time
great.
keeper's seal of
You
approval.
lost a bet, so you.
Well, I wouldn't think of it in terms meaningful now. Okay, well, stay seated.
I'll do what I want to do.
Sure.
I do what I want.
I know what this place is.
What is it?
It's an illusion. It's a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. Tick. An irrelevance. A detour. A footnote to my ascent.
You finished?
I love him.
This is absurd.
Then am I not your mother?
Oh no.
Where do you have her? Where is she?
You lead them right to her.
I don't believe you. You're lying. It's not true.
And again, and
This is
again,
just gonna make him
because
want to
it's
change
supposed
things
to,
even more.
Because it has people.
I don't believe
Do
you.
you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother?
Low
Or the
blow,
time twister
man.
just loops you now. Good. Spirited.
He's gonna just try and see ahead, isn't he?
What's a fish?
What's a
What
fish?
fish is?
I live my entire life behind it does.
But what difference does it make?
I want to know exactly what I'm being threatened with before I comply.
Death, Casey. Violent, painful death.
Okay, okay, I comply. Comply. Jeez.
Does?
What?
Hi.
Oh no.
How do you have these?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
Time stone?
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
He's gonna try and see more of his future, isn't he? Oh, wow.
Remember this place. Home.
Wow. Look at that act.
Thank you. If you're here, I know we'll give you a hug.
I'm here.
He's seen his death. He knows about his death, so he could change it if he wants to, right?
Glorious purpose. I don't enjoy hurting people. It's part of the illusion. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
The desperate variant we're hunting is you.
Wow.
I beg your pardon?
That looks like Gallifreyan. Tom has to do his own impression at least once in this series. If not, it's going to be criminal. Like, yeah. Oh, that logo is so cool. That was so... Oh, I can't. I cannot. Okay, so, thoughts. I am pretty sure the TVA is going to end up being evil in some way, or the timekeepers at least are going to be evil in some way, because the way that they describe the whole war thing, it's just, I feel like there needs to be a multiverse, and there used to be, and there were overlapping timelines and different ways the universe and timelines flowed. And then the timekeepers came and chose just one timeline and made that the only timeline, canceling out all the other ones and causing there only to be one timeline. And I feel like Loki is going to try and have to stop these timekeepers. And what was his name? Morbus? Morbus will at first be like, oh, there are keepers, they're good. But then as he and Loki get to know each other and a relationship, friendship maybe start to develop, he's going to see that, hey, the timekeepers, what they're doing is wrong, and help Loki not overthrow them, but unlock these other timelines. And maybe the judge girl, I can see her being like really uptight about it at first and like, you can't do that, but eventually maybe agreeing and siding with them in the end. It'll just be a cool thing. So that's my guess of what's gonna happen. You can see that Morbus is a little manipulative as well, by using Loki's mother against him. Like, that was such a low blow. I mean, it's true about what's going to happen, but I feel like this is going to motivate and push Loki towards changing his timeline, changing his destiny, because his destiny belongs to him. And maybe that will change. Well, actually, this is exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be the one who was in charge of everyone's life, and saying that the dim light of freedom diminishes life's joy for power, for identity. And he wanted to get rid of freedom and freedom of choice. And he thought he was going to be, a good ruler and that he would give them what they needed. But this is exactly what's happening with the timekeepers. And so he's getting a taste of the other side and seeing what is going on. And seeing that power and maybe, and seeing that his freedom and choices aren't his own. And so he's going to fight to try and create this freedom, and he'll see that freedom is the thing that everyone needs, and it's not the burden, it's the key to unlock satisfaction and joy. So maybe, I can't wait to see the rest of this. This is so exciting. I have so many questions. Like, they were diving deep into his identity, who he is. I wonder if they're going to do the Frost Giant stuff and see him embrace who he truly is, his true form. Because I would love to see Frost Giant Loki on this show at least once. Like, show us his true form, his true self. Because he is just an illusion, and yes, he's the god of mischief, the god of lies, but I feel like he needs to embrace himself. And we kind of got a hint of that in Ragnarok and in the future. He at least embraced his family, but we never got who Loki truly is. We never dug deep into his psyche, into his character, and I feel like they're going to be doing that for him in this, and I am so excited. I thought it was interesting that they didn't mention that Coulson ended up surviving. I watched a season and a half of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it was airing, and then like I said in the beginning of the thing, I never finished series, and so I never really caught up and finished it. I heard a rumor that it might not still be canon, but I don't know. It feels kind of weird not to at least mention Coulson still being alive. Like, it brought the Avengers together, his death, but I felt like it would have been another slap in the face to say, yes, you killed him, they brought the Avengers together, and then he ended up not even dying. It's another loss for you. Like, they ended up bringing him back. Though, probably, it might give Loki ideas like, well, how did they bring him back then, and try and figure that out, but I don't know. Yeah, the whole mother thing, that whole scene where he's watching his mother die, and then watching his father die, and then watching him die, like, all the acting. Tom Hiddleston, I love him so much. I mean, there's so many great actors in the MCU. Like, I loved Robert Downey Jr. Chris Evans is good. Sebastian Stan is incredible, especially in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. And Benedict Cumberbatch is, of course, an amazing actor, and I look forward to seeing more of him as Doctor Strange, to see if we get more of an emotional, more acting side of that. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda is terrific, amazing, but I don't think anyone, like, they're all, like, right here. Like, there's some that are better than others, I admit that, but there are, like, some that are, like, pretty level from each other, and then Tom Hiddleston is, like, right up here. His acting, like, since the get-go, since the very first Thor movie, he has just elevated anything he's in. Like, if he wasn't in a movie, would be okay, you know, like it's an okay movie, but with him in it and him as Loki, it just makes the movie so much better. He seriously is the best part of the Thor franchise. Like I said, I did like Thor, and I liked Hela. I just think that they could have used her more. I'm part of the minority when it comes to Ragnarok. It's not my favorite of the Thor movies. I thought that it was too much humor, and they should have balanced it out more with more emotional things, especially with the events that was going on. And I felt like they really made Loki into a punchline, and instead of like who he is. And so it kind of frustrated me a little bit because, you know, he's my favorite character. And yeah. But anyways, I'm so excited because, like, what's going to happen now that he knows what is going to happen in his timeline? He knows where it ends. He knows how he's going to die. Like, now that he knows that, what's going to happen? There's a theory that has been around a little bit since they announced the Loki show and the synopsis of this, that maybe the variant Loki will take the place of the original Loki in the timeline, and he'll die so that the other one can live. And I really hope that's true. Like, I don't want this Loki to die. I kind of want them to like merge in some way, but now that he knows what's going to happen in the future, maybe he can change it. Maybe he can have a copy of him go in his place. Maybe, like, yeah, I don't know. I really hope that somehow the end of the series leads to Loki being alive. That's all I want. Please give that to me. He's my favorite character. And yeah. So enough about me gushing and rambling on about the series. I am so excited. Thank you so much for watching this with me and listening to my rambles and watching my reactions. I'm super excited about all of this. Okay. I hope that this was enjoyable and entertaining, and like I said before, if you think of anything that can help me improve this video and my videos in the future, please let me know. And yeah, I'm low-key excited to know what happens next. And yeah. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and comment below, give me a like. I believe there's a bell, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the next episode.